Guess who is back?
Oh, just when I was trying to get accustomed to it.
Whoa. I have that Lesnar contract. I only come up for the big shows. Welcome to TFSPOD, otherwise known as a Few Show Podcast. It's 24/7 Lou, and that's...
It's Ric-Hard, wondering where Lou has been for 2 weeks now.
And that's...
The one-man band. I concur. Where have you been?
Secret missions out there I cannot talk about on the podcast.
We knew who flew to Stanford now. I was wondering why the budget had plane tickets for TFSPOD Studios.
Yes,
it was like I didn't go to Stanford. I went there back in February.
So yeah, here we are. We're back. I'm back actually. This is TFSPOD, otherwise known as a Few Show Podcast, the favorite show of your friends, your girlfriends, your friends' girlfriends, and everyone around you, especially you, your pets. They love us too. Number one show. So yes, and also number one show of a guy named Wygob. Anyway, we'll talk about him later. This episode is about Wrestlemania 37, Night 1. We'll have another segment for Night 2, which will be right after this one, so you guys gotta check that one out as well. But Ric-Hard, get the scoreboard.
All right, Lou. Well, you'll be happy to know that you're no longer the solid second place anymore. You're still not first place.
Oh.
But you got one-man band in the lead at 4 points. You've got me and you tied at 3 points. jfew is a distant third with 1 point. And the randomizer is at 0. Everyone else is also at 0.
Wygob. He's also at 0. So yes, that means everyone else who doesn't participate could not beat a pair of dice to participate. What the... Anyway, so yes, WrestleMania 37, they're going to be in Tampa. They're going to be in the Raymond James Stadium. They're going to have a crowd there. It's going to be... Let's see how fun it's going to be. And let's get right into the matches. So we're going to start off with... They're going to have 7 matches the first night. Now, I do have to put out the warning, which we did talk about it on our pre-recording conference, which was... card subject to change. So some of the matches we may be calling for night 1 they might switch it around and put it in night 2 and bring one from night 2 to night 1. But our predictions will go as it goes. Whatever matches are happen on night 1 will be what we will use for our point system. All right.
Yes, because WrestleMania is 2 points.
2 points.
It's too big for 2 nights, so it's too big for 1 point.
Yes. So yeah, that's how we're going to be running it here on TFS Pod. And let's get started with, since Ric-Hard is one stand and deliver, NXT stand and deliver, he is the current 24/7 TFS Pod champion, so he goes first. And second place was Drew. I'm in third. And we have jfew participating, so jfew, thank you for submitting your picks, because other people couldn't or don't want to, because they don't follow it. And thank you, Dice, for rolling. I don't know what else to say about the dice.
For rolling. Yeah, more on the dice rolls, which looked a little suspicious this time around, I gotta say.
Yes, it was. So let's go with the first match that we're going to talk about. I want to talk about, it's going to be the Tag Team Turmoil. It'll be Lana and Naomi. It'll be Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. It'll be the Riot Squad. It'll be Natalya and Tamina. And it'll also be... Carmella and I forgot her name. What's her name again?
Billy Kay.
Billy Kay. Yes. All right. So that
how could you forget one half of the Iconics?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and actually, where's the other Iconic?
It's unfortunate.
That's for another segment. Another episode. But okay. So as the winner of Stand Deliver, you go first, Ric-Hard. Who do you have? Who's going to win there? Who's going to win a chance to face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler on night 2?
So only because of the teams that I'm looking at right now. I'm seeing a lot of mishmashed together teams right now. Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose have been squashed by Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler every single time they came out.
Yeah.
There's not really much of a story there. At one point, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke were going to be involved in the whole, like, oh, who's going to challenge Asuka story? Oh, we're all hungry for a singles championship match. And then, Rhea Ripley got involved and they scrapped that when Charlotte got sick. But whatever. Riot Squad is the only actual tag team with history in this. And naturally, that means they're not going to win because Vince McMahon hates tag teams, apparently. Natalya and Tamina. I read somewhere that they were like, man, Natalya really deserves a nice, win at WrestleMania. She's never really had a WrestleMania moment. That'd be really good for her. But then I also look at Tamina and I go, yeah, no.
Oh.
So it only leaves Billie Kay and Carmella, who what I wouldn't give to see Billie Kay and Peyton Royce team up again. Carmella gets knocked out, attacks from backstage before the match.
Ooh,
whatever.
I like that. I wish that would happen now. God.
And then Billie Kay says, oh, if only I could find a partner. Because let's not forget, WrestleMania was the night that the Iconics won a multi-team tag match for the Women's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Back in that fateful WrestleMania 2019, the longest WrestleMania of all time. So far in one night. But I'm going to say Lana has more history with Nia Jax in particular and with Shayna Baszler too. She never really did get her serious win. Naomi, solid performer. I'm going to go with Lana and Naomi. That's my pick.
Lana and Naomi with that pick. All right. The one-man band, what do you have?
I am kind of... I don't know. I'm kind of in a loss, but can I defer and then
what?
Can I defer and come back? Can I defer and come back? Like let somebody else have and then have a.
You mean Control C and then Control V?
No. That's what I'm hearing from this, Lou. This is the first time our leader on the leaderboard apparently needs more time to pick.
What? WrestleMania's in a few hours from now. What are you talking about?
Take a swing, one man band. Come on.
All right, so it's
winner goes on to face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler
on night 2.
All right, so I mean this will be a swing in the dark for me, but there's something tells me that this whole storyline arc that they had with Lana, with the whole table, going to a table, going to a table, going to a table, going to another table, I'm going to another table. The sins of Miro, basically. I think that there's going to be a final payoff on that, and I really think that they're going to play on Lana winning
or going through a bigger table.
Well, probably both. But I do think that Lana and Naomi to me seem like the only viable tag team in this case because of that. So yeah, I'm gonna say that it's Lana and Naomi.
All right, Lana and Naomi locked in. Some sound effects there.
Yep. I'm going with that.
All right, and my turn to pick.
Jeez, that sounds really familiar as a pick. Who could?
Sounds Control V-ish.
Made that guess?
Control CV-ish. Anyway, so okay, yes, I did hear what Ric-Hard said about every single tag team, and but I did have my pick already. I'm gonna make it quick, nice and quick. It's gonna be Bayley and Charlotte. No.
Oh boy!
I heard some rumors from some other areas.
Wow,
where they would put
Bayley and Charlotte.
Bayley and Charlotte will come out and then go on to win. But anyway, that's another story. So I'm going to go ahead and just with the names we have here now, I'm going to go with Natalya and Tamina. I mean, I know they showcased him on SmackDown, and I just think that just like they want to have like a big strong woman to face against Nia Jax, and it'll be Tamina. But the results of that's for our night 2. But yes, I'm gonna say Natalya and Tamina to win the women's tag team turmoil. All right, and what does jfew have?
All right, so jfew with his manliest of man picks is going to say, wow, surprise, surprise. I haven't even looked at this yet, and I'm opening it up right now and going, wow.
Yeah, right.
Lana Naomi.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, and the randomizer?
The randomizer is going to go with the boldest prediction of all, which, what I wouldn't give to see this, but Billie Kay and Carmella will win the match.
Really?
Wow.
Yep. They're saying Billie Kay and Carmella.
All right. There we go. That's the first one in the books. Next match. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Drew. Sorry, I meant the one-man band. You go first.
Oh, all right. Man, this is tough as well, but I'm seeing the trend. You know that Seth Rollins has had a few wins already, and he's won in the last 2 WrestleManias, if I'm not mistaken, has he?
No, he lost against
Kevin
Owens. Didn't he lose against Kevin Owens?
No. He did not win. He did not win the last year's WrestleMania, but he's won almost every WrestleMania before that.
Before that, right? And
Yep.
Cesaro, the only notable thing that he's had at WrestleMania was the Andre the Giant Memorial. So, man, I feel like Cesaro needs a moment, man. And yeah, I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna say Cesaro's gonna win. He's gonna go over on Seth.
Alrighty, Cesaro locked in. Sound effects. All right, my turn.
All right, Lou, we don't need the sound effect every time.
It's just because he's leader, that's why. So leader
if we're gonna give him a sound effect, let's use a professional sounding one.
How about like that? How about that? Like a guitar riff there. How about that? That's good, right? You like it? You see, one man band likes it.
Yeah. All right.
There we go.
Okay, so my turn for the pick. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Yeah, I heard what you said about Seth Rollins and winning, but I know last year he did not win. I think this is a big night for Cesaro because he has never had a match on WrestleMania, a singles match in particular. So I think that we're gonna get what we want, and we want Cesaro to win. So I think Cesaro for the win against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins can take the loss. He can come back out tomorrow the next day on Raw and just like laugh it off like nothing, and then pick a feud with whoever, Murphy or something again. So yeah, I think Cesaro wins this one. I think it's a big push for Cesaro. Ric-Hard, who do you have?
All right, I said it from the very beginning. Cesaro should have won that Elimination Chamber match. He could have easily been in the Jan O'Brien position. They didn't do that. Fine. But Seth Rollins is in the at least in the trend that he's at. He's in the putting people over phase of his career. He threw a bone to Kevin Owens,
which isn't cool.
Match.
Which isn't cool, by the way.
What do you mean?
That he's putting people over, part of his career. That's not cool.
That is cool.
He has more in him. Just he's not getting the chance.
He does. I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing. He's not going to become Chris Jericho all of a sudden.
Oh, okay.
He's still got
that's not a bad thing.
Of time left. He's still got plenty of time left to really reinvigorate his career.
A few more runs,
but
right?
He's reinventing himself right now with the whole I come out in a weird suit every week.
Yeah.
But he's got a stellar WrestleMania record. The Shield destroying the New Age Outlaws, and then the year before that, I don't know why I forgot this match where they beat Sheamus, Big Show, and I believe it was Ryback. I might be mistaken.
I believe so.
You know, the 2 wins under the Shield. Then he lost against Randy Orton, but that same night pulled off Heist of the Century in Reigns versus Lesnar 1. He sat out WrestleMania 2016. In 2017, he beat Triple H. In 2018, he got the win over Miz and Finn Balor in that triple threat match for the IC title. He's got a stellar WrestleMania record. He can take some losses, which is why he gave Kevin Owens, whose biggest moment or biggest win at WrestleMania before that was against Chris Jericho in a forgettable U.S. title match. Sorry. And he gave that moment to Kevin Owens. And now this year he's going to give Cesaro his biggest moment of his career because Cesaro's biggest moment before that was winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and then going nowhere with it.
Wasn't it like on a pre-show or something? Or was it during the
No, that was actually on the main show. He lost a tag team title match on the pre-show when he was teaming with Jack Swagger. And then that team broke off.
Yep. All right,
So Cesaro's big moment is coming this year at WrestleMania. It's going to lead to a nice little, all right, Cesaro gets a shot later on. So I'm going to say Cesaro wins against Seth Rollins.
Ooh, all right. That's good. That sounds really good over here. Now, what does jfew have?
I like it.
jfew is going to go with Cesaro.
All right. Good company.
Good. I don't know about good company.
Well, after you read the next one.
We've got a consensus.
What does a randomizer have? What does a randomizer have?
The randomizer has Seth Rollins.
There we go. There we go. That's why I said good company, jfew.
Hey, for all we know, this could be Jordan Devlin versus Santo Escobar all over again.
No.
Really?
Yep.
Which was an upset. We all picked Jordan Devlin and Santos Escobar with the randomizer. So
this is true.
We'll see.
All right.
We'll
So
see.
next
I don't
match.
know about that good company comment, but we'll see.
Next match: Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon in a steel cage match. All right. So I go first in this one. And Shane McMahon, you burned me one time. You're in your little leg injury kind of crap. You burned me one time. So you know what? I think I might just not agree with you and go with Braun Strowman. Even though Shane McMahon will jump off the pirate ship. We've seen the picture of they have a big old pirate ship on top of the stage. I think that Braun Strowman will win, and Shane McMahon will get away from our lives and our TV screen for about 4 or 5 months. So I think Shane McMahon wins this one. I mean, sorry, not Shane McMahon. Braun Strowman wins this one. Correction. Braun Strowman wins.
Braun Strowman. Okay.
All right, Ric-Hard.
I was about to say, wait a minute, what?
No. I almost did a swerve myself. Nothing to plan. So, yeah, no swerve. It's Braun Strowman. All right, so Ric-Hard, who do you have?
All right, so the storyline for this is Brains versus Braun, right? Supposedly. So, does anybody remember? I think all right. So this is my argument here, because Shane McMahon is kind of reminding me of. Anybody remember that feud where Braun Strowman had a steel cage match against Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
Remember how that ended? Owens won the match because Braun threw him off the top of the cage.
That's right. Yes.
So, Shane McMahon versus Braun has been drawn out. It's a stupid feud about someone being called stupid.
I see.
Braun Strowman should win this match easily, but since it's a steel cage match, they might want to extend it for whatever reason. I don't know why. I get the feeling, and this is coming from someone who saw Miz, one of his favorite wrestlers, lose to Shane McMahon for no reason at WrestleMania 1 year. On a technicality, mind you.
Oh, what is it? The greatest wrestler of all time kind of crap?
Miz, when the greatest wrestler of all time feud. The best in the world feud. There we go.
The best in the world. That's the
Oh my gosh.
Miz hit him with the superplex. Shane won because he got his arm over Miz.
Right, that's right.
Shane won off a technicality. And supposedly the Miz was able to, save face even though he never got his win back. Whatever. What's going to happen? Braun Strowman is, because we need that high spot from Shane.
Yep.
I'm going to go crazy here. Shane McMahon wins.
Ooh, Shane.
Shane McMahon, quote unquote, wins despite leaving on a stretcher.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Okay.
That's my pick.
All right. The one-man band. Who do you have?
So, I kind of alluded to this at the last predictions that we were talking about, and I am on the consensus of that I think Shane McMahon's gonna win, and because I think what Ric-Hard said is spot on. They're basically doing the brains versus brawn thing. And I have a feeling that that's going to play into this match. That they're gonna have Braun do something to where he, is gonna show like, oh, I'm dumb kind of deal, and he's gonna use his brute strength, and it's gonna come against him. And I still think also that Shane McMahon is gonna have a high spot off of the ship. He's gonna walk the plank. He's gonna walk the plank, and he's gonna do an elbow drop off of the plank, which I think will still look pretty amazing. So I know, Shane McMahon is 50 years old, and he's still.
Wait a minute.
Probably, he might even be 51 now.
That's my mistake. Wait, it's a steel cage match, so they can't do a thing off a ship.
What's up?
It's a steel cage match, so he can't do anything off the ship unless he attacks him before the match starts.
Crazier things have happened.
They'll find a way.
Yeah, crazier things have happened. We've had a steel cage opened up, or something happens where it opens up. I still think it's gonna happen. So.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is
I'm still going.
Go on, finish.
No, I'm still saying that Shane McMahon's.
Yeah,
all right, Shane McMahon for the win.
Whether he's get tossed off the top of the cage or he goes through the cage wall because Braun Strowman's so strong that he throws him through it. Shane McMahon's landing on the floor first through escape.
All right.
He ain't winning by pinfall, but he's gonna win.
All right, and what does jfew have?
jfew has, surprise, surprise, Shane McMahon.
And the randomizer?
The randomizer has Shane McMahon.
Damn it! I'm gonna get burned again. I feel it already.
I'm actually not confident now that the randomizer is picking Shane McMahon. I think that's a point in your favor, Lou.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna get burned.
Oh,
here we go. Next match.
All right. Yeah.
It'll be the New Day, the tag team champions, versus AJ Styles and Omos. Ric-Hard, you go first. Omos, you go first.
Ooh. Okay. I think I'm gonna. Screw it. I don't really have a reasoning for this, and I was thinking about it, and I thought it was going to be a New Day night, but now that I think about it, no. Sticking with it, AJ Styles and Omos win. New tag champs.
Alrighty, locked in. The one-man band. Who do you have?
Ooh. Okay. That's kind of surprised to hear that pick of AJ Styles and Omos winning, but I don't know. I just don't see AJ Styles and Omos, working out as a tag team. Like I just, nothing against Omos. I just think he's just a big brute, and I think the New Day. I think the New Day is just still viable to keep around and have him win. I love AJ Styles, but I just don't see it. I think New Day retains.
Ooh, New Day retains. Good. All right, my turn to pick. I still, again, I'm almost at a loss of words here, just like Ric-Hard was, but yeah, I kind of feel like that Omos, why am I saying it wrong? What's the matter with me? I think that just his brute strength factor is good enough to get a pin and throw somebody out of a ring and hold somebody down, while AJ Styles does the magic AJ Styles always does whenever he's in the phenomenal magic he always does when he's in there. And I think the winner of this will be AJ Styles and Omos. That's my pick. And what does jfew have?
So jfew is going to say AJ Styles and Omos win.
Okay. Alrighty.
They're gonna almost win.
I swear there's no control C going on here. Oh my gosh.
All right, and then the randomizer?
The randomizer, which again does not fill me with confidence, says AJ Styles and Omos win.
Oh my God.
So it is a 4-1 pick.
Yeah?
That should be interesting.
That makes the one-man band's pick a bold pick.
Cool.
Bold pick. He's going against the experts and the randomizer.
And the randomizer. All right. Next matchup. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus The Miz and John Morrison. The one-man band, you go first.
All right, so we all know that this has been building up for quite a while. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's even gotten so far as even in the Latin channels they've been talking about this. They've been like Telemundo and Univision have been talking about this.
Yeah.
But supposedly Bad Bunny's car got vandalized a few days ago.
Oh yeah, on Raw, yeah.
Yeah, and they were covering that. They were saying that it was actually like an actual thing that happens. Like
it was water.
Like he got.
It was like
yeah,
water
no, but
color.
they were trying to say that he actually got assaulted.
Yeah, they were trying to keep kayfabe alive. Way to go, Univision.
Yeah, they really were trying, and so it got. And even my parents were like, "Oh, Bad Bunny got assaulted." And this and that. I was just like. Like whatever, you know.
Dios mío.
Well,
whatever, Smart.
Que malo son esta gente. You know, like that. You know, but anyways, yeah. Like, it's been building up for quite a while. You got Bad Bunny teamed up with Damian Priest. You know, a little side story. I don't know if I said it. I actually saw Damian Priest when he was in Ring of Honor as Punishment Martinez.
Oh.
I saw him down here in Fort Lauderdale. Great wrestler. Awesome guy. Miz and Morrison, obviously, have been around forever. I think because of the fact of the star power and the universal reach that Bad Bunny has gotten as of late, I'm pretty sure that the WWE wants to pull the trigger have Bad Bunny and Damian Priest win to have that feel-good celebrity moment and that feel-good Latino moment. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say that Bad Bunny and Damian Priest are gonna be the winners.
All right, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest for the win for the one-man band. All right, my turn to pick. Yeah, I kind of feel like that also, and unfortunately, the Miz and Morrison have become like, where's our truth? No, don't worry, we got the Miz. Like they've become that, but to a lighter extent. So, and which sucks because Morrison is back, and he's been back for a while, and he's stuck in this thing with Miz, like being his sidekick for the last year and a half or so. He's been there, and I don't know. I wish we would have seen more of Morrison doing his things and. Anyway, I just think that they're a comical duo, and this matchup is just paired up. And hopefully Damian Priest shines in this because he's been brought up to what? To be a bodyguard to Bad Bunny? Really?
Basically.
And that sucks because Damian Priest was really good at NXT. I enjoyed all his work on NXT to be like his bodyguard or something. Really? Nothing against Bad Bunny, but you're messing up a guy who's coming up to NXT. Haven't we heard that before? So, yeah, I think that in this one it'll be Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Lucky Damian Priest. Hope he gets a good shine out of this thing. It looks really good. And they go for the win. So that's my pick. Bad Bunny, Damian Priest. And Ric-Hard, who do you have?
All right, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I do disagree with you, Lou, on the whole, like, oh, it sucks as Morrison. I like their work. They're having fun with it. I can tell they're having fun with it. Miz looks like he's having the time of his life with his pal Morrison out there.
Hey, you can have fun. You can have fun being the clown. I'm not saying the clown's not always happy doing his clown things.
Okay. Hey, you could say he's a clown, but that's a WWE champion right there in the recent 3 months. So
don't get us started on that one.
He's a champion in life. Like, look who he married.
Yeah, a solid winner right there. 100% agreed.
That's why he's happy doing whatever. Here, you're going to be the clown. Okay.
I mean, wouldn't you be? I mean, come on.
100%. I don't know about that mom-in-law, but 100%.
Yeah, okay.
But that said, Miz is my boy. But I think Miz also understands because John Cena did it for him at WrestleMania 27. What it's like to be an established star and put people over.
Yeah. He's done a lot of that.
I think he's at that stage of his career too. I don't know if he's going to go back to winning to the same sense, but not only is he putting people over at WrestleMania, and he's been doing it for a while. I mean, he did it for Shane McMahon, for crying out loud. I think Miz is in a feud that he doesn't need to win against Bad Bunny. This is like the way I could think about it is think of Miz as Edge going into WrestleMania in 2006. He's in a feud to fill up time so that he's not challenging for the title again immediately. But when it's over, he'll be back to fighting for the WWE Championship.
In 10 years.
And I think that's very, very reasonable. So, give it to the celebrity. This is an NXT where the celebrity loses to the established star. 100%. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest get the win. Team Puerto Rico.
There you go. All right. Now, I'm telling you, man. This whole thing with you said like putting somebody over and all that stuff. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, jfew. What does jfew have?
jfew's gonna agree with me and the rest of us. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
And the randomizer.
So randomizer is gonna be the 1 in 5 dentists because they're gonna say Mr. Morrison.
Oof. Alrighty. All right, next match. Oh, crap, I go first. Here we go.
Thank goodness.
The WWE Championship match. 1 second here. It'll be Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Big match feel here. And I go first in this one. And I'm having trouble with this one. Because I know who I want to win. But I feel upset about the guy who's going to lose. You build him up just to lose on a WrestleMania stage. I remember. I got to mention one thing. I did want to mention this earlier for the previous match that we predicted. What a mess! Did we think we'd be in this mess with Miz at this time for WrestleMania like 4 months ago? We were thinking he was going to be in WrestleMania fighting for a championship. But anyway, that's my last quote on that.
I thought he'd be pulling off the heist of the century.
Right?
Again. Yeah.
Anyway, back to my prediction here with Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre for the win. He gets in front of the crowd. He gets the big win. And yeah, I want to bury Lashley. After we built him up, we built up the hurt business, destroyed all that again, and then now Drew McIntyre can have a big win in front of fans, as opposed to last year, which with his great win against Lesnar, but no fans. So I think this time the fans get what they want, and they get Drew McIntyre back on top. Ric-Hard, who do you have?
So I want to say straight up, I don't like the build to the dual main events for the world titles. at this year's WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how Lashley versus McIntyre ended up happening. I really do feel as though they did a disservice to Lashley by having him win it on a random Raw. And it feels thrown together at the last minute, so I want to say it's too soon to take the title off of Lashley, but honestly, I don't care. Drew McIntyre's my boy. He didn't get to win the title last year at WrestleMania in front of millions.
And millions.
In front of thousands attendance and millions. So McIntyre wins against somebody whose initials are BL again for the championship at WrestleMania. We just, we couldn't get the albino version, so we got the exact opposite. But yeah, Drew McIntyre with a win, 3-time champ. That's my pick.
No, you got me with that BL. I never realized that.
Oh man!
All right, one man band. Who do you have?
All right, so as Ric-Hard said, like the build up to this has been minimal at best, and at worst,
That go home show was crap.
yeah, and just it's one of those things that like I'm very happy that Bobby Lashley finally won the big one. I mean,
Yeah.
it took a long time, but I'm very glad that he finally won it. But I'm in the consensus that unfortunately I don't see him retaining. I don't see it because they said it for quite a while now. That they said that the one thing that they didn't like that Drew McIntyre wanted to know is that nobody. And the fact that now they're going to have it in Tampa again, there's actually going to be people in the crowd now. This is their chance to be like, okay, let's give him the win now in front of people, so that they can say, okay, we can wash our hands clean on this one, and we got to give him what he wanted, was a win at WrestleMania in front of people. So. He'll get the whole fireworks treatment. He'll get the whole, he'll get the whole nine. So on that note, yeah, Drew McIntyre will once again be WWE champion. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm just the only thing is I'm sad for Bobby Lashley because this might be the only time he wins the belt.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't know about that. I want to hold out hope that they do it right and they do it better.
We'll see.
But I mean, in all honesty, McIntyre carried the place during the lockdown era. So.
Yeah,
I agree.
All right,
so
It's time to give him.
So your pick is who? Drew?
Give him an actual. Yeah, I'm picking Drew.
All right, thank you, one man band. You're picking
Drew
Drew.
is picking Drew.
I don't know who Drew is, by the way. I don't know what other Drew you're talking about. I don't know his one man band. And jfew, who does he have?
Well, jfew is going to go with a pretty, this, I'm going to say this match could go either way. This match can go either way, but jfew is going to say Bobby Lashley wins.
Wow.
With the Hurt Lock. No, he didn't write that. He didn't write that, but I'm assuming that's what he means.
And the randomizer?
The randomizer is going to go with jfew on this, and he's going to say Bobby Lashley.
Good company. Good company.
Good company when you're with the dice, yeah. The dice that apparently only rolls a 6.
Yes, that was weird.
I told you I'd bring it up.
I think I think it opened up a portal to somewhere. But anyway, that's another story. All right, next matchup. Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. All right, Ric-Hard, you go first.
All right, we're rounding off night 1 here. Gosh, how do I go with this? How do I say this? Oof. So the build for this has pretty much kind of just been face versus face. We're not really talking about any real face-to-face confrontations, except for the later half of it. They were interacting with the women's tag champs for whatever reason.
Waste of time.
It's a tough one. It really is a tough one. But I say, oh
my God, where's this pick?
I know.
Where's this pick coming from? From all those sounds.
I can't. I have it written down, and I'm looking at it like, no, we can't
read it.
No, and I just if I know this match is going to cost me a point, no matter who I pick, but I'm going to say it. Whoever I say now is probably going to lose, but I'm going to say it. Bianca Belair, new women's champ.
All right, Bianca Belair. Good thing you went first.
Do I hear scribbling in the background?
Just saying. All right, the one-man band. Who do you have?
So, I know that Bianca Belair winning the Royal Rumble was something that should have been seen for quite a while, because Bianca Belair, like they did the 24 special for her and all that. Then as soon as they got her to win the Royal Rumble, they paired her with Sasha Banks. And like, oh, we're friends and this and that, and they started doing tag teams, and then finally dissension has boiled over, and now they are officially separated. And Sasha Banks is like, no, I'm still the boss here, and kind of deal. But I am gonna be that person, and I'm gonna say that Bianca Belair is gonna win. There's gonna be a new era, and Bianca Belair is gonna win that.
All right, so you're picking Bianca Belair?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. All right.
All right.
My turn to pick. Oh, see, now Ric-Hard feels better now.
Yeah, I feel a little. Actually, no. While he was saying that, I actually came up with a reason why my pick is good. I'm glad I didn't call an audible on it.
Oh.
Go on, Lou.
Oh, crap. So, my pick, because this should have been a Bayley match, by the way, not Bianca Belair's moment for what we've done for the past few years. But I don't know, whatever reason, Bayley's not in this, and they try to make like this whole Bayley kind of friendship kind of deal with Bianca Belair, like how they had that chemistry, but it wasn't there because they never were like that. So anyway. And then also, too, not building up this matchup with having them against the tag team champions, which is wasting the tag team champions' time. And then this should have been much more like a lot more like a brutal kind of like if she was going to be the heel, or whoever was going to be the heel should have been like on the attack and bothering the other person. But I didn't see it. So
no, I got my theory on that, Lou. Go on, make your pick.
Whoa. So yeah, I'm going to pick Sasha Banks to retain against Bianca Belair. That's my pick. All right, what were we going to say? Ric-Hard?
Does anybody remember Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles?
Of course.
Well, you need a heel. This match is pretty much face versus face. Who better than Sasha Banks to turn heel after losing yet again another title match at WrestleMania?
All right, well, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know about giving her another loss.
I'm just saying.
All right, what did jfew have?
That's my logic. jfew is gonna go with Sasha Banks. Getting the redemption win.
Alrighty, and the randomizer.
And the randomizer, doing what it does best, making me feel uncomfortable, is going to agree with me and say Bianca Belair.
Oh, yes, I feel better now. I feel better after I lose that point. I'm going to cry.
Oh, this could be lose night. Oh, gosh.
So 7 matches we're going to have for WrestleMania 37 Night 1. 7 matches, and we're going to talk about 7 more matches for Night 2. So stick around for our next segment on that one. I just want to say one thing.
Stay tuned and don't touch that dial. But go on, Lou. What were you going to say?
Who do you think is going to win this night of matches? Ric-Hard or the one-man band?
I think the real winner is obviously going to be EGOP.